All right, quiet on the set, quiet on the set. Tennis lesson, take one. Hey, Mr. Wilmot, I've got a joke for you.
Oh, yeah.
What did one tennis ball say to the other?
Tell me.
See you around.
I like your other one better.
I tried making a SpongeBob.
All right. Lesson 2, tennis. Here we go. Ready to have some fun. And of course, we're going to spread out on the court. Make sure that when you're using the racket in today's lesson, you're not beside somebody. You don't want to give somebody waffle face. That will hurt. Bunch of little squares all over their face. So make sure that you are in your personal space today. So I always like to do a review on step 1. So for step 1, do any kind of trick that we did last lesson. You can hit it down. You can hit it behind your back. As long as you are staying in control, not hitting it hard. You can do any trick, or you can even invent your own trick.
Okay, that's hard.
Ooh, one hand, then the other. One hand, then the other. One hand, then the other. Oh, wait, watch this. Oh, no, don't do that. So step 1 is review when I...
All right, tennis lesson, take 2.
All right, today's focus is going to be the types of hits that you will use when you're rallying in a tennis game. The most common is a forehand hit. This is done when it's on your dominant side. So you more than likely are holding the racket with your dominant hand. So the ball is bouncing on this side of you. A lot of times the ball might even be coming slightly behind you, but you just back up so that you can still do that forehand hit, because now once you back up and get in position, now the ball would be on your dominant side. So this is the easier of the two types of hits. Again, it's called the forehand hit. And when you do this, the racket will be out to your side. You're going to step with your opposite foot from your racket hand. So I'm holding the racket in my right hand, so I'm stepping with my left foot. As the ball is bouncing into me, I'm going to bring my racket. I'm, of course, watching the ball make contact on the sweet spot. My racket on the top is slightly tilted back, so that will go a little bit up. This is called the face of the racket. You always want the face of the racket in the direction of where you want the ball to go. So if I'm swinging and I'm like this, and if I do make contact, that ball is going to go way in that direction. So I have to make the face of the racket go where I want the ball to go. In this case, it's going to go back to your partner. So your partner does not need their racket right now. If Mr. Highfield was my partner, he's going to bounce it. Now, partners, bounce it on your partner's dominant side. So the side that they're holding the racket. So I'm going to get a bounce, going to get in position. I just hit Mr. Highfield. Sorry there, buddy. So he's trying to record and catch at the same time. I always think it's easier to give your partner 3 bounces. So I'll get my second one. And then he'll bounce it to me again. I'll get my third one. Now I'm going to put my racket down, and then I'm going to bounce to my partner so that they could get the hit. Now, and then you're getting the points. After you give them the 3 bounces, now it's my turn. Give back to your partner. They don't have a racket. Oh, I did double hit. Hit a little bit too hard. There we go. So you got the idea. Okay, here's the point system. If you catch it in the air from your partner, you get 10 points. If it bounces one time and you catch it, you get 5 points. If it bounces twice, then you catch it, you get 1 point. Bounces more than twice, 0 points. So you only need one racket. So don't feel bad if you and your partner at home don't have a racket each. One of you can use a racket while the other one is just the tosser. Okay, you don't need 2 rackets in this case. So you guys face to face, if you're the one trying to catch, put your racket on the ground like mine was just now. Deal? Let's do it. Okay, now, next step is the backhand hit. This is done when the ball is on your non-dominant side. So you have to bring the racket on your other side. Now you've been hitting, let's just call this side 1 when you're doing the forehand hit. But when you bring it across, now it's the other side that you're going to make contact with. So let's call that side 2. Now, because it's over here, you're going to step with your same side foot as you make contact. You still have to be aware of the face of the racket and what angle you are hitting at. But that will be the motion right there because it's on your non-dominant side. Now, really, we've done this motion before. Can anybody think of what sport we've done this motion already this school year? Say it out loud if you know it.
Frisbee.
Oh, thank you. Yes, it's the same motion as a frisbee throw. Same motion as a frisbee throw. So we have done this motion. So now partners, you have to give your partner a good bounce, not fast. We're not trying to strike them out. You're playing the wrong sport if you're trying to throw it really hard and strike them out. Same thing if you're with the racket and you're trying to hit it really hard, you're playing the wrong sport. So in this case, I'm hitting over here. This is my non-dominant side, Mr. Highfield. Please bounce the ball on my non-dominant side so I have to reach over. And then same rules, 10 points. Another 10 points. Whoa, nice. Yeah, I put my racket down. I'll toss to you now. All right, you're right-handed, so I'm bouncing on your left side. Woo. So, you got the idea? Let's see your backhand hit. All right, so in this next step, you're going to use the forehand hit and the backhand hit together, and you're going to rally back and forth between you and your partner. So if Mr. Highfield and I were partners, so we're not hitting hard. The ball is allowed to bounce one time. It doesn't have to. But again, you and your partner should be about 20 feet apart, and you will be successful in this if you don't hit the ball hard. That's the only reason why Mr. Highfield and I keep going. If one of us hits it too hard, that's going to make the other one chase it.
Or a bad hit.
Well, that happens sometimes. But we had a good score because we were hitting with control instead of hitting with power. So go back and forth between you and your partner. Hey boys and girls, if you don't have a person at home to practice with in this step, one of the things you can do is go to a wall and you can practice these drills against the wall. So, in this step where we were rallying back and forth, you can hit the ground and just hit the wall. Again, the harder that you hit the wall, the faster, it's going to come off the wall. So you want to stay in control and hit it nice and softly so that you can keep the rally going. Mr. Highfield sleeping over there. This looks like a lot of fun, Mr. Wilmot. I can't wait to see you do this. Oh! See, you don't want to hit it hard.